we are. It's Friday. That means it's time for another episode of Fat Boy Fitness here on Blade's Fitness Sucks channel. So, my wife and kids have gone camping again. They left me. My wife and kids have left me. They've gone camping again. So that's my excuse as to why I'm so late. Because when they get home from school, they run around like chickens with their heads cut off trying to get packed and out the door. And then they have to eat before they go, and then I have to wait until my food digests before I can try to do this because I don't want to throw up on camera. That wouldn't be fun. You started the video, let it play till the end. That way YouTube thinks people are actually watching and engaged, and they'll feed the video up to other people. Maybe somebody else will watch this and get inspired the way I was watching Hampton. So I'm feeling a lot better today. Thank you for sticking with me through Wednesday. I'm feeling was not ill. I just was in a really foul mood, and I'm much better now. So I'm just going to run through these exercises real quick, get on the treadmill and knock this out because I got a whole lot of video editing and drawing that I still want to do tonight. So here we go. It's Friday, which means I try to do a little extra if I can. So let's see what little extra we can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. 12. That's pretty good. All right. All right. I don't know what to do except maybe pick up my legs on the 30. Crunches, that's what they're called. Crunches. Man, getting old sucks. Move my footstool out of the way. Getting old sucks. You start forgetting common words. So let's try this. I'm going to try and pick my feet up while I do my crunches at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, that's probably a horrible idea. Whew. Yeah, that hurt. That was probably a really bad idea. I know I'm supposed to enjoy these and look forward to it. And I think fit people say that stuff because it's easier for them. They always say, oh, you'll learn to love it. And I've been fit before, and I didn't love it then. I can't imagine that at 50, almost 51 years old, I'll be 51 in January. I can't imagine that at 51 I'm suddenly going to love exercise. But I am enjoying being able to walk down the stairs one step at a time, taking 1 foot per step, instead of stepping and stepping and stepping and stopping and stepping and stopping, and instead of stopping halfway to catch my breath. So I am enjoying that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right. 17. Little more. Every week we get a little more. I don't know what to do with the deep knee bends. I'm already doing them one leg at a time. I could add more deep knee bends, but I think that would just add too much time. So I'm going to take Mrs. Carruthers' advice. She said I should try to hold all the books that I've been reading, and I read about 2 to 3 books a month. She said I should try to hold all the books I've been reading and see if that will increase the intensity, and so that's what I'm going to do. Of course, I read them all on my tablet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know y'all don't think that's funny, but I've been laughing about it all afternoon. Oh, I've been laughing about that all afternoon. Whew. All right. What are we doing? 12? Did we stop at 12? We stopped at 12. Okay. All right. Get my feet in the right place. Get the hooks. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. I'm a little scared. I know I could move further out and make that less intense, but I'm kind of going the wrong way, because the more that way I go, the more strain I put on the inside where it's just resting on the door jamb instead of resting against the frame. I'm afraid I'm going to pull it all down on top of me, especially watching that bow as a 270-pound man hangs from it. I don't think it's rated for 270 pounds, but it survived so far, and I am getting lighter. So we'll see where it goes from there. All right. Crunches, is it? Whew. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh. Oh. Those are horrible. And then I had something fall in my nose just then. Oh my goodness. I don't know what fell in my nose. But when you're laying there, breathing heavy, it's not when you want things to fall in your nose. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Whew. Ooh. Ooh. Goodness gracious. Fridays are killer diller. But I have Saturday and Sunday to recover before we have to come back and do it again on Monday. Monday I'm going to try and do it in the morning though. I don't know how. Because I'll have to do it. I'll either have to wait till my wife leaves the house, or I'll have to wake her up and do it with her in the room, or I'll have to move to a different room. We'll figure all that out. But Monday I've got to start doing it in the morning. What are we doing? Deep knee bends. Is this the second round or the third? Don't lie to me. Second? I'm trusting you. Okay. There's nobody there. I'm just pretending to talk to you. Have to make that clear in case my wife watches this and then says, well, who was in the room? She won't do that. She don't care who's in the room with me. I mean, she'd care if there was somebody in the room with me. Hey, it's complicated. We'll talk. I'll tell you about it on the treadmill. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right. That's twice. One more to go. One more set. Whew. Okay. One more set. Breathe. Breathe, breathe. Don't forget to breathe.
what all the fitness gurus always say, isn't it? Don't forget to breathe. It's important to breathe. If you don't breathe, you die. And dead people don't lose weight in a healthy manner. They do lose weight, just not in a healthy manner. Alright, enough nonsense. Let's knock out this last round and hit the treadmill, because I have other things to do. I've got video to edit, and I have drawings to do. Alright, there's one, there's two. My feet in the right place. Now let's go. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Try to push it a little further on Fridays, especially the last circuit, because we have a whole weekend to recover. And you break them little muscle walls down so they rebuild nice and strong. They grow. They build your metabolism so that you use your food more efficiently. And you can touch your toes and put your socks on without passing out. Alright. Maybe even clip your own toenails. Who knows what kind of miracles could happen. See your toenails. Look at her. Got toes. Still have to have a mirror sometimes to tell I'm a boy. But I'm starting to see my toes. Alright. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, okay. Whew. We're just almost done. Almost done for the week. All right. Oh, I know y'all don't get excited watching me lay here between exercises. But I want to remind everybody, you don't have to do the same exercises I do. And I say this every time. You don't have to do the same exercises I'm doing. Hell, you don't have to do exercise at all. Sit over there and drink beer, eat popcorn. If you put the popcorn and the beer on the floor, then every time you reach for it, it's like doing a sit-up. So, but you can Wave your arms back and forth. You do the Macarena. Make love to a beautiful woman. Whatever works for you. Like I said when I started out, first thing that worked for me was just not putting food in my mouth for 30 minutes. So, whatever you're doing to play along, let me know in the comments. If you're not as fit as me, lower the intensity. If you are fitter than me, raise the intensity. But you don't have to do the same thing, and you certainly don't have to keep the same pace. And hopefully, you've been working out this whole time I've been catching my breath. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. All right. Push-ups, is it? Whew. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. That one hurt my head. I could feel that one. I feel that one in my forehead. Okay. Fix my shorts. Wipe the sweat off of my brow as we do some deep knee bends, and then we'll go to the treadmill. I'll move this back. I keep falling off of this, so move it back a little. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We did it. Look at that. We did it. And we get to come over here and we get to put the other side of the X on the calendar. Actually forgot to mark this morning's workout. So we did it. All right. Now, we hydrate. Because that's important. And then, we grab our camera and we take it over here to the treadmill and set it there. Push the dog out of the way. Get out of the way, dog. No, I don't want to love on you. All right, maybe a little bit. All right. I know. Just because you're too stupid to move doesn't mean I don't love you. All right. She thinks stupid is a term of endearment. Okay. Let's see here. And put that on there. And we'll put a safety thing on there. And we'll start off. Oh wait, we gotta go up to 2. Take our incline up to 2. We'll start off at 2 miles an hour for 30 seconds just to get my little leg balls moving. All right. There we go. It hasn't been 20 seconds already, has it? It says it has. All right. So, with my wife and I'm one of them crazy guys that fixates on things. I'd call it OCD, but I'm not clean by any stretch of the imagination. You know, I'm not like one of those guys that has everything organized and in place. But I get fixated on ideas and things. And one of the things that I fixated on was my wife early on. So it's like, you know, an eagle or a condor or a wolf mating for life. Or maybe it's just some geeky, desperate nerd afraid he'll never find anything else is good, and he's just desperately trying to hold on to it. I mean, there's that possibility. I'm not saying that's. I'm actually thinking it's more like a condor or a wolf. But early on in our relationship, we hadn't been together 6 months, and we dated 6 years before we were married. But I've always had this thing for redheads, and she's auburn haired, so it's just red enough to keep me fascinated by her, right? Anyway, 6 months. We've been dating 6 months. I'm having dreams. This was back when, oh good Lord, what's her name? I can't think of her name. I should have wrote it down before I started telling you the story. Anyway, she was an actress in the 90s, and then she got into drugs real bad, and she's pretty again. It'll come to me. Anyway, she was just barely 18, 19 years old in the 90s when I was in my early mid-20s. My wife and I had been dating 6 months, and I'm having a dream about her, about this other actress. And she got her beautiful red hair, and she's in a sexy green satin evening gown, and I'm in a tuxedo, and we're dancing, slow dance at a ball of some kind. And she says, let's go outside for some air. We go outside. I follow her out into the moonlit night. And when we get outside, somehow she ends up in a emerald green satin green soccer uniform with the knee-high socks and the shin guards, little cleats. Anyway, her flowing red hair. And the next thing I know, we're kicking a soccer ball back and forth. We're laughing. We're playing with each other. It's cute. It's funny. We fall. We tumble together. We roll over in the grass. And I'm on my back, and she's laying on top of me. And she leans down to give me a kiss. In my dream, I put my hand in front of her mouth, and I said, oh, I can't do that, love. I'm in love with Misty. And I pushed her off of me. in my dream, I don't think that's fair. But I can't be in a room with a beautiful woman for more than a minute and I start talking about my wife. It's really funny because she's not that way. We're both natural flirts. She is oblivious to the effects she has on the men around her, and she's flirting up a storm. And I'm like, I am right here. And she's completely oblivious. I, on the other hand, am terrified that I will send a wrong signal that I am interested in anybody but her. Like I said, like a wolf, right? Mating for life. Condor. Definitely not a geeky nerd. So that is why, if there were somebody here in the room with me that I was talking to, my wife would be like, and they'd be on camera. I'm terrible. Don't have anything exciting to talk about reading. I've been listening to deep work, and I like the premise of the book, but I don't like the narrator. I don't like the guy reading it. I struggle with books on tape anyway. Audiobooks. I guess I got to call them audiobooks because nobody uses tape anymore. But I struggle with audiobooks anyway because I'm a little hard of hearing. But this guy sounds like a car commercial. The guy reading it sounds like an announcer on a car commercial. He doesn't emote the lines. He doesn't. If it's an exciting line, he doesn't sound excited. He doesn't put any emotion into it. He sounds like he's reading it like he's reading a car commercial. Like he wants you to come on down on Sundays and buy a car. Now we're closed on Sundays, but you can still come down and look. And Monday, we'll do the paperwork. I mean, it's just, you're trained to tune that out anyway. And so, after about 5 minutes of it, I can't even tell you what he said. But I do like the premise of the book in that most people don't perform deep work anymore. Most people skim over and then lose focus and move and go back and scroll Facebook for a little while. And the idea that he's trying to get across is that if you can shut out the intrusions to your attention, even just for 20 minutes at a time, and focus and do deep work, you will set yourself miles ahead of the vast majority of the population. And I believe it because I've worked in an office and I've seen the distractions that happen. In the book, he tells a story, and he's not the only one. This same story tells me they're all hanging out together. They tell the same story in Atomic Habits. They tell the same story in Show Your Work about the author that had a deadline to get his draft turned into his publisher, and he was getting close, and so he paid $5,000 for a flight to Tokyo and back. And he flew overseas to Tokyo, and on the way there he wrote the draft for the first 10 chapters of his book. Got off the plane, got a cup of coffee, got back on the plane, and on the way back wrote the draft for the last 10 chapters of the book. And the purpose of the plane ride, now obviously he got paid more than $5,000 to make that $5,000 worth it, right? But the purpose of the plane ride is there's no phone, there's no internet. None of that's true anymore. because your phone and your internet work on the planes now. But at the time, there was no phone, there was no internet, no Facebook, no Twitter, no distractions to take him away from his work. And so he sat there in his little seat the whole time, ticking away. I don't have $5,000 to take a flight to Tokyo and back. And even if I did, I don't think I'd take a flight to Tokyo and back. But I like the idea of locking myself away to get some deep work done. Anyway, we're coming to the end. That was a fast walk. We're coming to the end of our week here. And I just want to let you guys know how much I appreciate you. How much I appreciate you sticking around with me, encouraging me and encouraging each other. And I really can't tell you how much that helps. If you have any tips for any of us, go ahead and leave that in the comments. Share it with each other. Let us know if you did different exercises. Let us know. If you have any core strengthening tips, let us know. Because who knows how many other people out there. I know there are 20 million people out there just like me that could use the advice. So that said, we'll see you guys Sunday for the weigh-in. Peace out.